Good day to you, everyone. Before anything further into this speech, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Josiah James Lim. I am currently studying at the University of Batangas, taking the course of BS Psychology. And I am here in front of you to tell you guys why dreaming big is not always good. So, I have an important question for you, and I bet you dedicated your fair share of thought to it throughout your life. Which way of thinking is better, you think? Dreaming big or being satisfied with small things? Well, since I held the first belief my whole life, I believe I'm qualified enough to talk about why it can be even more harmful than being unambitious. To start it all off, my whole life I thought I was going to be huge. You know, not just your typical A student type huge, but world famous huge. Well, I probably had some predisposition to think so because I was a talented kid and I did really well at school, almost frequently scoring always at the top of the class. But over time, however, my motivation turned into something unhealthy. I started to believe that I was entitled to success, and I grew more and more frustrated as I faced the real world. Well, the truth is, I didn't contact it a lot until going to university and leaving my hometown, where I had lived in a safe bubble believing that success in the big city is waiting for me to come. The first ominous sign came when I didn't get a perfect score at the entrance exam. I mean, I still scored really well, 195 out of 200, which is really decent. And I got into the university, but I wasn't the first one anymore. Which is pretty logical now that there were thousands and thousands of kids applying to the same university. But still, back then, I felt that I was missing something. I couldn't enjoy my triumph because I didn't get that perfect score. The pitfall, however, came almost 3 years later when I first got a B on a history exam, a subject that I absolutely hated. Then I started to feel like a failure. Now you're probably wondering, what does it have to do with dreaming big? Well, here's my answer. I always dream big, and this made me overlook small successes and feel entitled for admiration and victory. I guess I believe you can guess what happened next. I grew more frustrated as I realized you had to work, and most often work hard to achieve what you wanted. You even had to withstand failure and rejection, something I wasn't used to at all. The only opinion I had about failures is that they diminished my previous accomplishments. And my value as a person, and that successful people never fail and never have to deal with the pain of rejection. You see, dreaming big is good, as it helps a person set far reaching goals and do bold things. But it can only work if a person has healthy relationships with failure, tryouts, and taking tiny steps. The success that seemingly comes overnight takes years to achieve, but no one wants to mention those years because they are a boring time of exhausting routine and continuous hard work. Sounds bad enough for a movie, right? Well, for me, it's like don't teach anyone just to dream big. Teach them to dream big while taking small steps. This is always better than saying in one place and wishing to be teleported to the valley of success. That's my speech about why dreaming big is not always good. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good day.